Well, I kind of thought to do a little video. Don't look at that can I just threw out in the yard. Yeah, now it's raining. I got to go get it. But today is Sunday, June the 8th. Rainy Sunday, June the 8th, that is. And I've been wanting to make a video, it may be short, I'm not sure yet. But by the way, while I've got your attention, the best way that you can water your hanging baskets or your hanging flowers, especially when it's raining, is to set them out in the rain. Let Mother Nature's love juice fall on them, instead of you having to go through the rigmarole of watering plants. Especially now, my wife is out of town, and she always delegates me to the task of keeping her hanging baskets watered while she's out of town. And I also, while I have your ear here, I want to sit down and turn the camera around where y'all can look at me while I mention a few things. Yes, I'm holding my mic like everybody does. It's a thing now on YouTube. I'm sure you all have seen it, but I'm gonna put it down for a second. There's this new I just came across this on YouTube the other day. A new method of vlogging. Well, it's probably not a new method, but it's called grandpa vlogging. And kind of heard that it's in now. It's the in thing to do if you're vlogging, and there's several videos out saying how much your channel will grow if you vlog like this, where you're just sitting down and you're talking about one subject. You're bringing to the attention of your viewers something, and you discuss that, just by talking to the camera like I'm talking right now. Well, doing this actually helps me get more used to speaking to the camera. I have to get more practice in looking at the camera instead of down at the view screen. How do y'all think I'm doing so far? I hope it's not too noisy in the background with the rain falling. So this grandpa style of vlogging is when you just do a talking head video, like I mentioned, and you just talk about one subject. When actually, though, I have a couple of subjects to talk about. But now, until I hear some more news about my daughter, the subject I want to mention now is generative AI. I wrote a blog post about it, and you may or may not have read it. If you haven't read it, I'll put a link up there. I think I'm pointing in the right corner to the blog, or maybe I'll just put it in the description, the link to the blog post I wrote about it. But I got into a discussion the other day on Facebook, and then I know what y'all are thinking. Oh my, here we go, another Facebook, another ginormous back and forth, as is often the case when you mention something on Facebook. But it was a back and forth kind of with a young person not too young, I think 30, the age of my two kids. And he was mentioning generative AI being the downfall of all humanity. More or less, that's what he said. But then again, I have to consider his context. He is in the creative field of employment, graphic designer, and so there is concern that all you have to do is enter a phrase into whatever AI generative software or program you have, enter that phrase, and out comes this perfectly drawn graphic design. But you didn't do it, AI did it. So his concern was his job, of course, and I can understand that. And maybe I would feel different if I had a job in the graphic arts and I was paid, to produce something up here instead of on the artificial intelligence side of things. I'd probably feel different, but I don't. I'm not in that field, and I'm retired, so my outlook on it is I'm not concerned about generative AI taking over my creativity. I use it as a tool. I mentioned that in my blog post. And Blake Rudis posted a video, and I'll leave a link to his video up there. You can watch that too, about the elephant in the room kind of a thing, where he discusses it a little bit. Makes a lot of sense, but I didn't feel like, when I was commenting on that young gentleman's Facebook, I didn't feel like, and I often don't feel like I get the respect, or our people my age get the respect that we're due, just because, for this simple fact, I have more years on this pale blue dot than the young gentleman that I was in the discussion with on Facebook. So that should, you let me know what you think, but I mean, to me, that should, I don't know what the right word is, but that should, I guess, allow, I don't know if allows the right word or not, but I have just that much more, even if it's a tiny little bit of wisdom that those years have given me, that he don't have, or any younger person don't have. And so I felt like I wasn't given the respect. It may just be me, but I think folks my age deserve the respect from the younger generation. And you can give it in such a way as not to be rude, or not to be, I'm not saying I deserve respect for anything that I say. I think I deserve your ear, just to let me say what what my view is, and not dismiss it. Try to understand it from, my age viewpoint, like I understand it from his viewpoint, being a graphic arts designer. Definitely concerns about generative AI replacing what he does. That's a legitimate concern. But I also feel like the generative artificial intelligence, is providing a whole lot of benefits to mankind. And I'm not going to list them or anything else like that. You can research and see all the benefits artificial intelligence is providing. Now, is that the same as generative artificial intelligence? When you specifically request, like, an image design, and you ask, Chat GPT, for one, will, if you put in a phrase, draw me whatever, and it will make a drawing of that for you, and then you can use that. But I would never use that tool that way. And so to me, I like to bring out the point that it's not the tool that is the problem, it's the people who use the tool. And either it's like the young gentleman said in the Facebook I was discussing this with. I said, you don't throw out the baby with the bathwater is an old adage. And then he said, oh, so you're giving me it's not the gun that kills, it's the one that pulls the trigger. That's exactly right. It's not the gun that kills, it's the one that pulls the trigger. The gun won't, if you have the gun laying there, nobody has it in their hand, it's not going to raise up and point it and shoot on its own. But anyway, this is a deep rabbit hole you can go down because there's so many different views about it. But read my blog post and leave a comment there, or leave a comment here if you like, and let me know what your view is. Another thing, let me know what you think about this grandpa vlogging style. Let me know what you think about some people holding the microphone, holding the clip-on microphone. I could clip it here, but I want to be trendy. I want to hold it like everybody else is holding it. Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, I will end this grandpa vlog. I think it's maybe episode 4. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Till that time, until that place, y'all be easy. Peace.